What's going on, guys? Rob Games here with Armored Core 4 RC using the RPCS3 emulator. Really excited to get into this one. It's a game that many people consider one of the best of this series, or they at least consider it their favourite. In regards to the emulator, it does run pretty well. It can be prone to a bit of stuttering after playing for a while, but if you exit out of the game and then restart it, that fixes that issue. Unfortunately, it can crash as well during cutscenes or after cutscenes, but as long as you save often, I think the game's stable enough to enjoy a full playthrough. For this walkthrough, I will be doing all three endings. I have got a flow chart to show the different mission routes to achieve all the different endings, so I'll see if I can link that in the description for you guys. Really excited to get into this, especially after that awesome intro cutscene. So yeah, let's get to it. Not going to change too many of the settings here. May just change the key type to regular B and turn auto sighting off. I will be playing the tutorial though, mainly just to show people that haven't got much experience with the series how it all works, or just as a good refresher if you haven't played any of the series for a while. It's fairly similar to Armored Core 4, being the same generation of games. And like Armored Core 4, you can skate around and fly as well. It does feel a lot, I know, tighter, I guess, all the movement controls. So you have quick boosting. As you can see, it uses your main energy bar that you use for flying. So you can boost in any direction, but if you let go of the left analog stick and turn the right analog stick, you can quick turn, which is very useful in a lot of situations. So you have overboost, and that drains your energy bar, but it also drains your primal armor bar. And yeah, in this game with the right setup, you can pretty much overboost forever, which is quite useful because of some of the how big some of the levels are. But yeah, as you can see, it goes on for quite a while. So when the circle's red like that, you're much more likely to hit a target. You can still miss, but that's mainly dependent on your FCS. And then when it's green like that, it means there's something obstructing the target you've locked onto. Switching weapons is nice and easy. I'll show off some of those in a sec. So I've got a basic rifle and a right arm. Got a laser cannon on the left shoulder. Laser blade in our left arm. Got a missile pod on our back right. If you see the red triangle by the side of the targeting circle, and then if you hold R1, you can see it now appears next to the other enemies as well. That means the missile pods has locked onto those enemies as well. So for any missile system that fires multiple missiles, it should divide the missiles up against through those targets. And yeah, just a bit more of an efficient way to use it. Save on ammo. These are pretty cool. These are auto-seeking missiles. So you can see we're not locked on, there's no red circle. But if you point them in the right direction, they should go off and find the target for you. So something new they added to Armored Core 4 Answer is Assault Armor. And that drains your primal armor bar. It can be a little bit awkward to activate, so I find the best way is to hold the weapon switch buttons and then press your overboost button. And then you just have to wait for your primal armor to come back to finish this bit of the tutorial. Primal armor just acts as a shield and it absorbs a percentage of the damage you take. So with your primal armor gone, you will take a lot more damage. So I tend to not mess around with it too much because I prefer to have a little bit more protection. It's definitely a fun playstyle, a bit of a glass cannon sort of build. But you can see that flash, that means that primal armor is coming back. So we can use assault armor again. We don't have to destroy these targets, we just have to use our assault armor twice. Definitely something interesting to mess around with if you like. We got a little practice battle. Shouldn't be anything too difficult. Just going to enter pilot name. You guys probably already know what it is. And here we get to pick our starting next. It doesn't really affect the story at all. The only thing it does change is some of the starting equipment that you could buy in the shop. but eventually you do unlock all the items. So it's a bit like picking a class in Dark Souls or Elden Ring, in that it just sort of sets you off in the right direction, but you can customise your mech however you like later on, as long as you've got the money to do so. But the first option is a much heavier mech with a lot more protection. He's got a long range rifle in his right arm, he's got a bazooka in his left arm, and 2 missile systems similar to the one that we were just using on his back. The bazooka is just high single target damage. It doesn't actually do splash damage or have an area effect, but it is very, very powerful. The next is much more energy focused. He's got a plasma rifle in his right arm and a laser rifle in his left arm. He has some of those auto-seeking missiles we had in the tutorial on his back right, and he's got a radar unit on his back left. Radar units aren't really a necessity in this game in comparison to some of the old Armored Core games back on the PS2, but they can be useful in certain situations. But this guy is a medium build mech, so he's a good balance between movement and protection. And then this next is sort of very much an all-rounder. He's got a basic rifle in his right arm, similar to the one we had in the tutorial. He's got a laser blade on his left arm, again, the same one that we had in the tutorial. He's got a chain gun on his back left and a shotgun missile system on his back right. Good all-round mech, good starting point for customization again. And he's also a medium weight machine, so again a good balance between movement and protection. The last mech is something a little bit different, much more focused towards close range. He has a short range machine gun in his right arm. He's got a short length and short range laser blade in his left arm, but it does do very high damage. He's got a plasma cannon on his left shoulder and nothing on his right side. Definitely one to pick if you're up for a challenge, or if you're very experienced with the series. I'd recommend giving this guy a go, but plays a bit different than the other necks. So yeah, not going to be picking him for this playthrough though. We'll be going with this one. He does also start with an assault armor. It's determined by which overboost unit you have. But we're not going to mess around with that too much for the time being.
More than 10 years have passed since the National Dismantlement War. A league of corporations has taken control of the world. To escape the pollution that poisons the surface of the planet, they have built massive floating platforms called cradles. Only there, 7,000 meters above the ground, is the air clean and safe. Already half of mankind lives in the skies. The planet's surface has become a battlefield where armies fight to control the resource plants that feed the cradles. As the war came to a close, giant humanoid weapons called Armored Core Nexts enabled the League to firmly establish their rule of the planet. Their pilots are called Lynx. Fearing the power and independence of these Nexts, the League left them behind on the surface. The Lynx now work as mercenaries for an organization called Collard. While the League armies derive their power from massive arms forts, the once mighty Nexts are consigned to the poisoned Earth, serving as foot soldiers in the never-ending economic war.
So, Armored Core 4 answer does actually take place after Armored Core 4. Although I do think 4 answer does a lot better job explaining the story of the game. If you like, I'll link Armored Core Lore, the YouTube channel, the video they did on the story of Armored Core 4 answer, similar to how I did in my Armored Core 4 playthrough. Just going to save the game quick, in case we have any crashes. And yeah, first up we have the tutorial mission. Shouldn't be anything too difficult.
This is your mission. Eradicate the defensive units deployed in the Line Arc zone. As you know, Line Arc is the main base of the anti-establishment forces that oppose the Cradles. We have tried to negotiate peacefully with these revolutionaries, but they have refused our overtures and continue their violent attacks. This mission is a show of force to encourage the enemy to rejoin negotiations. We never like to resort to violence, but on this occasion, we have no choice. Linarch's main weapon, White Glint, is currently operating in another area. It will not become a risk in this operation. Note that this mission is a test run of your capabilities. We trust that you will deliver a successful result.
So yeah, this first mission isn't anything
Commence mission.
too hard.
Destroy all Linarch defense units.
These guys here are a little bit stupid,
Damn it, not now.
and they don't swim too great. If you just fly down, shoot the platforms they're standing on, and destroy themselves.
Confirmed. Half the targets have been destroyed.
Damn! Are we doing any damage?
So that was the
Primal
shotgun
armor!
rockets we have.
First we have to break down that primal armor.
Can be quite effective. Quite fun to use.
Only a few targets remaining.
Our standard weapons are useless.
These guys can swim, and they can fly, just not very well. The main thing you need to watch out for are the bazookas. They do quite a bit of damage. And missiles do have quite good tracking as well, but shouldn't be too much to worry
Reconfirmed. All
about.
targets destroyed. Mission complete. Well done. Almost perfect. But don't get too high on yourself yet, rookie. These enemies were nothing to write home about.
Things do definitely get much harder later in the game. Especially when we start taking on arms forts and stuff. So at the end of the mission you get a little report card. The basic reward. Top special reward is for any optional objectives you might get in some of the missions. Then you have your cost as well, which is based on how much ammo you spend and how much damage you take, and then that's deducted to give your final reward and your mission ranking. So we got a nice S rank. Missions that you complete you can replay again on hard mode. They're changed up quite a bit. There'll be bonus objectives and things like that in them, and if you get an S rank on a hard mode mission, you get FRS units which are used to tune your next. But we're happy with that result, so we'll carry on. Then after completing the tutorial mission you get access to collard matches, which is basically this game's arena. I'm just going to save quick, then I'll show off a little bit of the arena. So our first opponent is Champion Champs, and yeah, he's really not designed for combat. The only things you really need to worry about is the grenade launcher on his back left. You don't want to be getting hit by that, and his missiles on his back right. He's got two very close range arm weapons that are powerful, quite powerful if they hit you, but hopefully we'll make sure he doesn't do that. But he's quite tanky, so he will take quite a bit of damage. As you can see, he's got almost 10,000 health, more than us. So he's over boosting, which should get rid of some of his primal armour. So that's his grenade launcher, or grenade cannon firing. He just got hit by it there. Thankfully there's no repair costs in the arena. Yeah, you don't need to, so you tried punching us there, so you don't need to move around too much other than trying to avoid that with this grenade launcher. Nice and easy. Took a little bit of damage, but that's fine. So that's Champion Champs. Nice little reward, get his emblem, and we actually got his arm weapons for that. So I'm just going to show that off quickly. So if we compare it to our laser blade that we started out with, you can see that it does a little bit less damage and it reduces primal armor by a lot less, but it's got a lot more primal armor penetration. It's got very high impact force as well, so if you do manage to hit someone with it, it should stagger them. They won't be able to move or fire back or anything. But as you can also see, it's also only got a blade range of 1. So you really need to be right up against whoever you're attacking with it before using it. So yeah, we're not going to be messing around with it too much. But I guess if you wanted to do a challenge run, it'd be quite a fun weapon to use for that. But yeah, in regards to starting weapons, you actually start off with 2 of all your starting equipment. So if you wanted to do double chain guns, you can, or double blades even, you can. This gives you a good bit of freedom at the start. And with this next, I mentioned that it does actually have assault armor, and that's dictated by your overboost unit. The only issue with having a overboost with assault armor is that it will mean that your overboost is a lot less strong. So if we compare it to a overboost unit that doesn't have assault armor, you see in pretty much every area it's a lot better, the one without assault armor. So it's something we'll switch over to later on. But first off, I'm going to buy some energy rifles for the next mission. They do pretty good damage and quite accurate as well. They do weigh quite a lot though, unfortunately. So we're gonna take off our shotgun rockets at the moment. Not really using them too much. And just do another arena match for it very quickly. Show off energy weapons because they tend to be quite good against targets with primal armor. But they do drain, if you look at the top, they do drain your energy guard gauge. That's a plasma rifle. As you can see, it drains our primal armor quite a lot. They're actually winning quite an amount. I will be able to take this back. So that's a Kojima missile. You definitely don't want to be hit by that. This match is definitely a lot closer. Finish them off with a nice laser rifle shot there. Nothing too difficult really. Again, I'm not too worried about the amount of damage we take in arena matches because you don't need to pay any of that. And the first sort of proper mission we're going to be doing is attack on Naval Port Mimir. It's a commission based mission, so it's based on how well you do in the mission. And it's quite an easy mission. Good chance to get to grips with the controls and look at how some of the different weapons work.
The client is GA America. The objective is the Interior Union Force based at the Mimir Naval Port. You'll be supplied with a generous amount of ordnance. Don't let up on the attack until ordered to withdraw. The more damage and destruction you cause, the better your pay will be. This information is unconfirmed, but we believe a new model arms fort is in dock for maintenance and supply. If it's there, don't let it get away. The client is offering a special bonus for its elimination. Well, that's about it. This is a good deal for the right links. We'll be waiting to hear from you.
So another good thing with this mission is that all your ammo is paid for.
Commence mission.
So you only have to worry
Destroy all
about
enemies inside
how
the
much
combat
damage you
zone.
take.
Time is limited. Move quickly.
But yeah, the laser rifle is quite nice for this mission. It's tends to be quite accurate. Then here, if you see these more sort of square shaped ships that I'm targeting right now, if you shoot those, they'll explode, do damage to the ships around it. So if you see them, it just makes it a bit quicker. There's another one here, another one there.
This area looks clear. Head elsewhere. Time is of the essence.
These submarines should just take one shot.
Remaining. This area looks clear. Head elsewhere. Time is of the essence. Arms fort confirmed. That's our bonus target. Prioritize it.
So this is the bonus target that got mentioned in the mission briefing. But if you look to the sides, there's actually some of those ships that explode.
Okay.
And that should destroy the arms fort. Then you just got to mop up a few more targets, and then as long as we haven't missed anything, that should complete the mission. And we haven't taken too much damage. Hopefully we'll get a nice good ranking.
Destroyed. Mission complete. Excellent results. I'm impressed.
Yeah, again, nothing too difficult, just getting you warmed up with the game, making sure you know how to control your necks before trying out some harder things. So yeah, got basic rewards, and then the special reward is for defeating that arms fort. Then obviously repair, no ammo cost because ammo is paid for by the mission. Then a little bit of repair cost. It didn't take much damage at all, so we got a nice reward and a nice S rank. I'm happy with that. Move on to the next mission. That'll wrap it up for this first episode though. Next episode we'll do Ambush Sphere Invasion Forces. I'll do a little bit of customization in between episodes and show you what I changed to get ready for the next mission. Because I definitely want to show off a lot of the parts this game has to offer, because it's a lot better than Armored Core 4. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode and look forward to the rest of the series. If you are enjoying it so far, please like and subscribe for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.